We're learning to be tool safe.
Watch this video to find out the safety guidelines for this procedure.
This video is on how to safely prepare powder hair lightener. Begin by preparing all the required tools and supplies. This includes a tint bowl, a tint brush, powder lightener, developer, and a measure beaker or scale. Before you mix your lightener, you must put on your PPE, your disposable gloves, a chemical-resistant apron, and safety glasses. You also need to have a copy of the MSDS sheet for the product you're using. Make sure everything is labeled properly in your supply closet and check expiry dates. You don't want to mix up the wrong stuff.
You must also make sure that your client or mannequin has been draped for a chemical service and that the hair is sectioned. Because accidents can happen, you must follow the procedures provided by your teacher in the event of an accidental splash of hair lightener or developer to the eyes or skin. If you are unsure of what to do, ask before proceeding. Find the manufacturer's instructions for preparing the hair lightener. Sometimes the instructions can be found printed on the inside of the container or on an insert inside. If you cannot find the mixing instructions, see your teacher for assistance.
Once you have read and understand the instructions for preparation, begin by measuring out approximately a half scoop of powder lightener into your tint bowl. See your teacher if you require any assistance with measuring. Now you are ready for the developer. Measure the required amount of developer into a measure beaker. Pour the developer into the bowl with the lightener and stir carefully, taking care not to spill or splash. Please note that it may take longer than what you might expect for the lightener to mix. So don't rush. Take your time and stir carefully until blended.
If the lightener mixes too thick, add more developer. If the lightener mixes too thin, add a little more powder lightener. Return the lid to your developer bottle and close up the lightener container.
Apply lightener to your mannequin or client's hair as directed by your teacher. Process according to the manufacturer's instructions. See your teacher for assistance for rinsing guidelines.
It is the student's responsibility to make sure that all tools and supplies are cleaned up and returned to the appropriate location. Don't forget to rinse your bowl and your brush. Make sure you don't slip near the sink and have proper footwear. Don't get anything on your skin or clothes. That's a pretty solid safety review for how to mix powder hair lightener. You have to be really careful because it's a chemical and you can even inhale the dust and fumes by mistake while you're mixing.
Here's a recap of what you need to know to be tool safe. Prepare all required tools and supplies. Make sure your mannequin or client is ready for service, sectioned, and draped. Put on PPE of disposable gloves, an apron, and safety glasses. Read manufacturer's instructions and MSDS. Measure approximately a half scoop of powder lightener into a tint bowl.
Measure developer in a measuring beaker, then add this to your powder. Stir carefully, taking care not to splash or spill. Follow teacher instructions for application, processing, and removal. Clean up all tools and supplies, including your bowl and brush, and work areas.
And if you're not sure about anything for safety, ask your teacher for more direction.
And don't forget to be tool safe.